welcome to the Tinkle Game Show, Suppandi's birthday special. I am Devika, and with me is my very good friend, not Aparna. Not Aparna. No, she's not Aparna. She's Rebecca. I call her Becky.
Yes.
Hi, Becky.
Hi, Devika. By the way, Devika, we're not just very good friends, we're also from the same family.
We are.
Yeah, we're from the R family.
What?
Devika, Rebecca, that's the R family.
Okay, Becky. Let's. What do we have
Okay.
planned for today? What have you got?
Okay. Yes. So, this is episode number 15.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. And so now welcome everybody to episode number 15 of Tinkle Game Show. And if you see right below, you can see this note that says log on to crowd.live. So please get onto that site and type the code given and then just wait for the game to start. Okay.
Yes.
And now if you're on the computer, you can watch this video on one window and you can play a game on the other window. Okay, but if you're on your phone, you might not be able to watch and play at the same time. So maybe you can borrow another device from somebody at home. Okay, and yes, and we recommend that you watch your video on your computer and you play on your phone. But internet can be pretty bratty, right, Devika?
Yeah, ask me.
Okay, so but don't worry, if you have a weak or unstable internet, maybe you can ask all the other people at home to not use the Wi-Fi for till the duration of the show. But if that's not possible, then that's okay. Connect your devices to your own 4G network, so then you get that connection all to yourself. And Devika, is there anything else?
Yes. So when you log on to crowd.live and put in the password, be sure to put in all your details because in case you win this episode, we need to be able to reach out to you. We hope you've read Tinkle issue 772. If you haven't, you still have a minute or two. Quickly get on the Tinkle app and read the issue. It will be very useful in the game today. We have 3 rounds with 5 questions each. Round 1 is called Tinkle Brainiac, which has general knowledge questions in Tinklese, which I'm sure everyone knows by now is the language of Tinkle. Round 2 is called Tinkle Roundup, which has questions from Tinkle issue 772, which you will find on the Tinkle app. And round 3 is Toon Patrol Suppandi special because it is Tinkle's lovable goof's birthday week, and he will be joining us, and we will ask you questions all about Suppandi. You will get 30 seconds to answer each question. Each question carries 500 points. And while we don't have negative marking for wrong answers, as the timer runs out, your points will get deducted. So don't wait for Becky to read out the questions. As soon as they pop up on your screen, quickly answer. All the questions are multiple choice, so you don't have to type in long answers, and it's not like a school essay competition. And best part, 10 winners stand to gain some really, really exciting prizes. So, Becky, are we ready to begin?
I think we are.
Yeah,
And,
round 1, Tinkle Brainiac.
Yes, let's go.
Okay, I am going to start the quiz.
Okay. First question. Tantri had to watch over Lattu being pampered at the royal spa. Spa is also the name of a Belgian town famous for its A. Mineral springs, or B. Cloth specs, C. Nail polish, or D. Rabbits.
Becky, since we're talking about spas, I have a spa story. Noodle, my dog, I took her to a spa for the first and the last time in her life because the minute she entered the room and she was supposed to get ready for a bath, she clawed everybody there. My dog absolutely hates water, and the spa people banned us for life.
Oh
Can you
no,
imagine?
banned you for life.
Yeah, I hope
Enjoy.
that didn't happen to Laddu.
Huh.
Let's look at the correct answer, shall we?
Okay, the correct answer on the screen is Mineral Springs. Wow, spa and
Ooh.
mineral springs. That's fancy.
Okay, next question.
Okay,
There
let's go
you
to the
go.
next question. If Mina could have a library in her house, she'd want it to be like the Library of Congress. How many books and periodicals does it have? A, 100, B, 3 trillion gazillion, or C, 170 million, or D, 5,000? Wow. You know,
Wow.
Deepika, library
Mm-hmm.
reminds me, in my school, there was this rumor going about that there's a ghost in the library. Okay, and
Oh,
yeah, sure. So my let's call her A. Okay, so A and I
okay.
heard two of our classmates saying that they want to go and check out this ghost. Okay, so
Okay.
the library was on the third floor, and by the time these two classmates go walking up to the third floor, A and I, we take a shortcut and we go and hide on the staircase near the library.
Mm-hmm.
We hear our classmates coming up, they're whispering and coming up really scared, and we start
Okay.
making silly sounds like things.
Ooh. Scary
Yeah,
much?
but it scared them. They ran three
What?
floors down screaming. Yes, they also got yelled at, and which
Oh.
was sad for them, but we had fun. Sorry,
Mm.
friends.
Okay. Let's look at the correct answer.
Oh, 170 million books in the Library of Congress. Wow.
Wow, that's a lot of books. Okay.
Yes.
Next question. There
Question
you go.
three. Adi and Nadia were having a French fries eating competition. Yum. Where is the world's first and only French fry museum? A. North Korea. B. Thailand. C. Antarctica. Or D. Belgium. Wow.
Becky, I love eating French fries, but my favorite French fry in a batch of French fries is always what I call the tall man. It's the longest and like the most gloopy, for the lack of a better word, French fry. It dances and jiggles, but it's so long. I don't know why, but I just love eating a tall man's French fry.
Tall man. That
Hmm.
sounded cannibalistic, but okay. And the
No, no, no.
other
Tall man French. Okay, yeah, yeah. Listen, correct answer. Move on quickly.
Belgium. Okay. Wow, that's nice. You should go there.
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
Question
Question
4.
4.
There you
Matt
go.
Mixer has an orb that traps people in concrete. What else does the word concrete mean? A. A crepe thief. B. Tea made of corns. C. Something that's not abstract or definite. D. A creator of thieves.
Ooh.
So, concrete kind of reminds me of cement. So this happened when I was in school and I was coming back home after a maths tuition. Okay.
Okay.
And the road in front of my building had this wet cement and concrete. So we couldn't step on that. And then I had
Right.
to climb on top of a seat to go to my building. And there was
Okay.
some dust or gravel on that. And then I slipped and poof, I fell right on my back. And I saw lots of stars. Not because I fell,
Um.
I was full of stars that night. I only
Oh,
remember that much.
did you leave a Becky-shaped mark in the cement?
No, but I got a
No.
nice mark on my elbow. It's still there.
Ow. How
Yes.
painful but funny. Okay.
Yes. Maths was the root cause of all of this.
Yeah, I
Hmm.
agree. What's the correct answer though?
Ooh, something that's not abstract or definite. Hmm. Okay.
Okay, cool. So, last question for Tinkle Brainiac. Question number 5.
Hi.
There you go.
Tantri has been trying to dethrone Hooja longer than it took to build the Taj Mahal. Now, how long did it take to finish the Taj Mahal complex? A, 22 years, B, 450 years, C, 3 months, or D, 5 years?
So I went to the Taj Mahal. No, I didn't go to the Taj Mahal. I saw the Taj Mahal when I went for a vacation with my family. I was really young, and my cousins were there, and we had a lovely time. And so you know how outside like these big monuments, there are always these photographers who ask you to like pose, and then they take pictures and stuff like that. So we met a photographer who wanted to take a picture, for all of us, and my cousins were really nervous, so they said I should be the first one to do it. And I was pretty psyched. So I'm sitting there, and then the photographer made me do all these really, you know filmy poses, and it was very embarrassing, but I didn't know how to say no. And then so I thought I won't be the only one. My cousins will also have to suffer through embarrassing pictures. But they all told the photographer that they just wanted very normal, decent pictures that they could show their friends. So they show their friends pictures of the Taj
Oh,
Mahal, and it's like, I never went.
oh. So
Okay.
but maybe you can
Then
show us secretly, okay, these pictures.
after the correct answer, I'll show you once the show ends. Okay.
Thank
There
you.
you
Oh, the
go.
correct answer is 22 years. Wow, okay.
Ooh.
22 years.
Okay.
Okay, but that means
Now,
end round. So show us a
yeah.
scoreboard.
Yes. Let's find out who is leading.
Anyata. Oh, wow.
Ooh, nice.
Ooh.
That's a lot of names. Good job,
Finally.
you guys.
Yeah.
You're doing a fantastic job, but we still have 2 rounds. We need to know if these people can maintain their leads.
Oh,
Let's move on to
good.
the next round, shall we, Becky? Round two,
Yes,
single
please.
roundup.
Round two
Yeah.
coming up.
Okay.
Okay.
So I am going to give you question
Question
number
six.
6.
6.
There you go.
Does Nadia want to lure away from Principal Ashira's office in the story Noise Backfire? Option A, George Sir. B, Freya. C, Principal Ashira herself. Or D, Mr. Kadir.
Oh, Becky, the other day we were having a Tinkle meeting, and we were all like discussing, how it was, what it was like for us in school and stuff. And obviously, our most favorite and cherished memories were when we were in class and creating a ruckus, and the teacher would always be like, is this a class or a fish market?
Fish market.
But one of the members of the Tinkle team had the misfortune of being assigned to a class which was right next to the principal's office. So she
Ooh,
has no experience of making noise in her class because they were always terrified of one of these special visits, they called it, from the principal.
special visit. Yeah.
I wonder
Oh,
if that principal was Miss Basroor. Ha,
wow.
scary stuff. Okay, let's look at the correct answer.
The answer
There
is
you go.
Mr. Kadir. Oh, okay. What was Nadia?
Okay.
Hmm.
Okay. Next
Question
question.
7.
Yeah, there you go.
How does Adi access the tunnel to NB school from Principal Ashira's office in the story Noise Backfire? A. Under Mr. Kadir's table, or B. Through the portrait of Dilnawaz Basroor? C. Through the window, or D. All of the above?
Ooh.
Like,
Uh, since we're talking about tunnels, I have a really fun tunnel story to tell you. So when I was a kid, my sister and I, with my mom, we used to travel to Lonavala a lot. That's where my cousins used to stay, and we used to take the train there. So it was about a 2-hour journey, and we used to cross a lot of tunnels. And my sister and I were extremely naughty and noisy. We just ran around everywhere in the train like it was our house. And my mother was so fed up, so she created this game for us, which at the time I thought was very interesting. Now I just think it was very smart and funny. She said that every time we cross a tunnel, my sister and I have to pretend like we're sleeping. And we crossed the tunnel like every 2 minutes, there was like a long tunnel. And my mom had the best time on the train, just relaxing because her daughters were pretending to sleep.
so you guys would pretend to be asleep like for 2 minutes or 1 minute or something?
Yeah, yeah. And then before we could just start running around, there was another tunnel, so we couldn't do
Another thing.
anything.
Oh, mom's very smart. Yeah. Very
Yeah,
smart.
okay. Let's look at the correct answer.
Answer. Correct answer is through the portrait of Dilnawaz Basroor.
Ooh,
Okay.
okay.
This
Let's
is very
look at the next question.
next question.
There
Where
you
are
go.
Aisha and her friends in the story Super Weirdos Crack Baba? A. The Kaziranga National Park. B. Hujli, C. Thane. Or D. Borivali National Park.
Ooh,
Devka, National Park reminds me that one of our team members actually stays next to a national park.
what?
And
Really?
yes, and the crazy part is that people in her area have spotted leopards.
Whoa. That is so
That's
cool.
cool.
Imagine living next to like a
Scary.
national park, and then, wow, wild animals like in your backyard. Very scary,
Uh,
but super thrilling.
Yeah. You go to
So,
office or school and you're like, hey, Mr. Leopard.
hey, leopard. Okay, but I'm sure that's not what Aisha did. Where was Aisha anyway?
Oh, Aisha. Ah, they are in Borivali National Park.
Oh, right here in not my backyard, but right here anyway. Okay, next question.
Okay. Next question. Who is behind internet failure and tiny robots in the story Wing Star in Deep Water? A. Is it Dr. Rempuya? Or B.
Mm-hmm.
Is it H? C. Is it Mike Silo? Or D. Is it MKB? Internet failure.
Ooh, internet failure. We've had more than enough of our own. I know I've had my fair share. So I sat down for a chat with the defective detectives. I do that every now and then. It's called Devika and the
Good
Defective
for you.
Detectives, and they told me this really crazy theory that the internet is provided by rats when they run around in wheels. And while they are powering the internet, they are also churning ice cream. I didn't know what to tell them.
Um, what is the connection?
Um,
Okay, but
uh,
maybe. Okay. Okay, so we
what do you tell the defective
next time.
detectives?
Yes. So next
Let's
time
look
we
at
have
the
internet failure, put it on the rats.
blame it on the rats and ask the defective detectives to solve the case. Okay, but what's the correct answer?
The correct answer is Dr. Ampuya.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
okay.
Okay. Let's not talk about internet failures. It
Yes,
always
let's not.
scares me.
Let's
Next question. Quickly. Last question
question
for this
10.
round.
Who does Suppandi work for in the story Decorating Disaster? A. Event planner. B. Florist. C. Policeman. Or D. Interior decorator.
Hmm.
It kind of reminds me. I mean, Supandi has got so many interesting jobs, but Devika, I think we have some tiny bit of interesting news to share,
We do?
right? Oh, you don't? No? Okay, I'll tell you.
No?
Tinkle is now inviting children between the ages of 10 to 14 to participate in this brand new program called the Tinkle Junior Editor Program. So now,
Wow.
oh yeah, any one kid every month, one child will get to be a part of the Tinkle team. So you get to stories, be a part of the whole process. And if you
Wow.
more, keep an eye out for the May issue, which will come out next month.
Very cool stuff. So exciting. Okay,
Hmm.
I want to talk more about this after the show.
But
Quickly, let's look at the
yes.
correct answer.
Oh, interior decorator. How Supandi? Okay. That
Okay,
is a answer.
yeah.
Maybe time
And
for
with that, yes, time for the
scoreboard.
scoreboard. There you go.
It's still Danita and Shanu and Nora. Ooh. Okay,
Who
Shanu's come.
will? Wow,
Oh, Danita has second place. Okay, Abhimanyu.
nice.
Santosh is new.
So it's a little topsy turvy, but there is still room for everybody to win. There is always
Anybody.
still room for everybody to win because now we're gearing up for round three, which is Toon Patrol
Yes.
Suppandi Special.
Yay!
So, joining us for this round is our very special guest and dear friend, Tinkle's lovable goof and birthday boy, freshly fired from his latest job, Suppandi!
Hi,
Hi!
Subhati!
Hi, Suppandi!
Hi
Hi!
everyone! Hi Devika! Hi
Hi!
Rebecca! Thank you so
Hi!
much for inviting me to this very special Tinkle game show.
How could we not? You asked us when we met 2 days back.
That is also true. You weren't planning to invite me earlier, but now you have to invite me because it's my birthday.
Yes, it is. It was your birthday, but it's your birthday week.
It's
So
my birthday
fun,
week.
lucky boy.
Yay!
Okay,
So I get
so
a chance at
Suppandi,
being quizmaster today.
yes, you do.
Game
You get to
master.
read all the questions and all the answers, and we get to have a very fun chat with you. Are you ready, Suppandi?
Yes, this is my latest job.
Okay, then I
Okay.
hope we don't need to fire you. Let's look at the first question for Toon Patrol, Suppandi special. All questions are about Suppandi.
Okay. Suppandi, that is me, first appeared
Mm-hmm.
in Tinkle in the year dash A 2022, B 1983, C, 1856, and D, 2020. For all of you
Suppandi,
who were
when
there
you
in my
first
birthday, wait. For
yeah,
all of the people who are in my birthday, they already know the answer to this.
they do. But for all of those who weren't there, Suppandi, why I mean, what did you do when you were there first time in Tinkle?
Well, it was a very interesting. The first time I came in Tinkle, I was living with my grandmother, and I appeared in Tinkle because my grandmother was very ill. Right, so she had fallen sick and she had a very high fever, and she told me to go and get some medicines from the market. But when I was on my way to the market, I saw that person who works with metal and things like that. What's that person called? They were
Blacksmith?
making shoe horses. Yes, blacksmith.
Yeah,
Right. So
yeah.
I passed by a blacksmith shop, and he was making some horseshoes. And he took this hot iron rod, he put it into water, and it cooled down instantly. So I thought that was the cure for my grandmother. So I quickly took a huge bucket of water and I threw it on my grandmother. Really nice cold bucket of water, and I threw it on my grandmother because she had a fever, and she cooled down many days later
No.
because I was thrown out of the house by the rest of the villagers.
Suppandi, I don't know what to tell you. We will deal with this later. Let's look at the correct answer and move on.
The correct answer is 1983.
Wow.
Please
Yay.
don't throw water on your family members if they have fever.
Please
Do
don't.
not listen to Suppandi. Don't.
Wait, but my
Suppandi.
family members. Wait. I'll come to that later. I have a very
Not
big
answer.
family.
I am sure you do. Okay, let's move on. Next question. There you go, Suppandi.
Okay, question number 2. Before moving to the city, where did Suppandi or me, where did I live? A, I've always lived in the city. B, on a beach with Maddie. C, in a forest with my parents. And D, in a village with my grandmother. So I have to tell you that actually, like, none of these answers are absolutely correct because I've always lived in a house. Right, so you'll always get this wrong. I always live in the house, whether it's in the city, whether it's in the village, whether it's in the forest or on the beach. I always have a house. That's where I live.
Okay.
No wonder, Suppandi, you get fired. No wonder.
I know, because people don't understand me.
People don't understand you. That is true, but people understand the correct answer, which is not a house because it's not even there. It's not even an option, Suppandi. Correct answer is
In the village with my grandmother. And if y'all didn't know that, if you got that wrong, then y'all weren't listening very carefully because I said it in the previous question itself.
Yes. Suppandi was also evil. Okay, let's look at the next question.
All right, next question is, Suppandi keeps getting fired from his jobs because, hey, this is a very mean question, Devika and Rebecca. This is very
You're
mean.
welcome.
Because I eat before lunchtime. I show up late to work. No, I have a very good work ethic. I'm very punctual. He takes everything literally and makes a mess. I take everything literally. Is that a new type of drink? Anyways, I don't do any work. I'm very sad now.
Why, Suppandi?
Because well, you see, my bosses who fire me, I understand them. Sometimes they don't understand what I'm saying, or they don't understand me. But I thought y'all were different. I thought you, Devika and Rebecca, y'all were different. And yeah, y'all would, especially in my birthday week. How can you do this?
But Suppandi, listen, Tinkle hasn't fired you. Okay, we introduced you as Tinkle's lovable goof.
That is true. Okay,
Yeah.
I love you all again.
Okay.
All right,
yes.
the correct answer.
Correct answer.
I take everything literally and I make a mess. Well, I do make a mess, but everything literally, I don't read that much that I have to take everything literally.
Yeah, you do. Ask us. You do. Let's look at the next question.
Okay, let's go to the next question.
Okay, next question.
Suppandi, that's me, has an uncle called Uncle Larry. What's his full name? Option A, Lakshmi Narasimha, Larry Gary, Lawrence, or Lazarus. So, 1 second. The reason I don't have to remember any of my uncle or aunt's name is very simple. I have a very big family and I have a quick hack of how to remember all of their names. You all want to know it?
Yes,
Yeah.
please.
Yeah. I call my uncle, uncle. I call my auntie, auntie. I call my cousin, cousin. I call my brother, brother. I call my sister, sister. I call my grandma, grandma.
Becky, we asked for this. We can't even complain. We said yes.
Simple hack it was.
Yes.
And Suppandi, what happens when you have more than one auntie?
Yeah.
Auntie 1, auntie 2, auntie 3.
I don't know why I asked that. I knew that was coming. Okay, Suppandi, last question for Toon.
What's the answer?
Suppandi.
See the right
Oh, yes,
answer.
sorry. See, I'm so
See
baffled.
what it
I
is,
don't even...
Suppandi. Huh.
Lakshmi Narasimha.
Lakshmi Narayan
Narayan.
Purushottam Narasimha. Uncle? Yes,
Uncle.
thank you.
Uncle. Yes.
He's going to call you Suppandi. He's going to be really angry.
What if he says, Suppandi?
Exactly.
He knows I can't pronounce his name, which is why I call him Larry.
Cool. Fair enough. Okay, last question for Toon Patrol Suppandi special. Now, there you go.
Who is Suppandi's flatmate? Fruity, Maddie, Tootie, Boopy. Who's Tootie? Every time you tell me someone who called Tootie, I don't know who this Tootie is.
I will introduce you to my friend Tootie. She's a big fan.
Tootie?
Very nice.
Yes, she's a big fan.
She's a big fan. Okay, so then I guess.
No.
Oh my God! No, I did not say that.
No, Suppandi, no.
Okay, fine. Hi, Tootie. All right. So, who is Suppandi's flatmate? Who is Suppandi's flatmate?
Who is Suppandi's
And the
flatmate?
correct answer is Maddie. By the way, I have to tell both of you. I have to tell both of you that my flatmate took pictures at my party. Right? He brought me an amazing birthday gift. He baked me a cake and he got people to clean my house and do a lot more.
Okay.
Cool.
Right? Yeah. But unfortunately, he couldn't make it to my party.
Why?
Because as soon as he went down to get all of these things, there was a lockdown and then he couldn't come back up.
Becky, I'm done. I want to wrap up. Suppandi, you need to go back home, please.
Everyone who's watching, you can all read about all of these incidents on the Tinkle website, and they are all up there as web comics, so you can read it all over there and all the things that happened around my birthday. And if you'll have missed my birthday party, you can still watch a little bit of it on YouTube and on Facebook.
Yes, a lot of it on YouTube and Facebook, where Suppandi is a shining star that he is when he is not taking things literally and making a mess. Suppandi, shall we look at the winners of this episode now?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. I'm going to pull up the scoreboard. Who has won?
Yay! We have our 3 winners. We
10
have
winners, but-
Shanu Gupta. Yeah, but I mean, 10 winners. Yes, only 3 of their names are up there in big bold letters. So our first 3 winners are Shanu Gupta, Dhanyata, and Abhimanyu. Can we have a round of applause for the 3 of them? Yay!
Good job! 3 of them and the other 7 who have won. A very, very good job, you guys. We will reach out to you about your prizes very soon. But for now, it's time to say bye to our dear friend, Mr. Goofball.
Hi!
Hi,
Thank you,
Funny man of
everyone.
Tinkle.
Thank
All
you,
the best. He just was he?
Yeah,
Just
he ran off. He's like, I'm gonna run before they fire me.
yeah, I was we lost a chance to burn him, but Suppandi's a good guy.
Okay, so that brings us to the end of Tinkle Game Show episode 15, Suppandi birthday special. We hope you like the show and want to see more of them. Be sure to like and share this video and also subscribe to this channel to see some really exciting stuff from Tinkle. We will be back with episode 16 on May 20th at 4 p.m. And for that, you need to read Tinkle issue 773. And if you haven't downloaded the Tinkle app yet, you must do that immediately. Now, coming to my sort of fun part. Becky, I am super excited about the May stories. Like, May is 8 days away, and I'm going to read the new Tantri story and the new Inamina story and the new Defective Detective story. I am so excited.
I'm looking forward to reading Noise. I love Noise. And Wingstar, Super Weirdos. I'm sure there's some super weirdo, some amazing mystery that I share.
Yeah, definitely. And now, my really, really fun part. My end of the show, Joe. Yes.
Okay, Devika, let's go.
Okay. How do clocks communicate?
How do clocks communicate? Tick tock. Tock tock.
They talk to each other.
Ooh.
Yeah, I wonder how Aparna will react to this. I should go tell her.
I'll tell you. She'll do. Oh my God, Devika. Don't
Listen,
show this to
let's
Aparna.
run, okay? Yeah, guys, we will see you in the next episode.
See you. Bye.